Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with Stewie JP. I'm Stewie and this is the Grill, the new Tier 10. Well, it's not that new anymore, but it's a German tank destroyer that replaced the Waffenträger. The auto-loading. It used to be a 6-shot, then it was a 5-shot, now it's a single shot. But I like it, I like the Grill. I've been playing it for a while and it's pretty quick for a tank destroyer. Obviously it's got no armour whatsoever, but every now and then, if you're lucky, you can bounce a shot off your tracks. This replay's been sent to me by my old mate Napalmer from Anzaf clan. You might remember him. He was in a game with Subjugation in his bat chat, which ended up being a pretty tense finish, and without giving too much away, it's going to be a pretty tense finish in this game as well. Now at the start of the match, Napalmer in his Grill is going up to where the tank destroyers often sit to try and get some snipey shots out, and you can see he's on a mission. He's on the final tank destroyer mission for the Object 260, which is to do at least 8,000 hit points of damage. Now of course a mission like this, it really does require all the stars to align and to make things happen, but let's see how he goes in this replay on the Arctic region. Already lost an E4, that's killed by the other Grill. This time he's just sort of sitting back. He's spotted the other Grill, but the other Grill's smart enough to get behind cover in the usual sniping spot from the other side of the map. Now from where Napalmer's sitting, he can support the mediums that have gone up top. He can get some shots into the opposing sniping spot, and if the heavies lose that line, he's also not in a bad position to put shots into the advancing heavies if his team don't do too well along the eastern flank. But he's already put a shot into the E75, which is easy money for the Grill. Now he's looking for a shot on the Cax. Another 749 damage. Brings his damage count up to 1520 already, and he must be thinking, gee, I've got 2 shots off. We're getting there, and if that Centurion Action X stays spotted, it'll be even more. But he's got the back end of the IS-4. Bit of a low roll, 663 hit points of damage, but he'll take it. And so far he hasn't been spotted, so he knows that he can just kick back and relax. Again, the IS-4 gives him his side, so why not make the most of it? And at this point, when I first watched this replay, I'm thinking, no, he's not gonna get it again, is he? He does. He's taken that IS-4 from full health to dead. Well, the Centurion Action X got the kill, but he's already halfway to his 8,000. So at this stage, he must be thinking, I'm in with a chance here. He's trying to get some more shots into the E75 and the Centurion, but they've worked out where he is, I guess, and they're using the rock as a bit of cover. There's a quick look down the heavy line, and it looks, look, you'd think the heavy line was under control. But it looks a bit messy. The enemy M103 looks like he's on a bit of a YOLO run, but he's picked himself, he's assisted with a kill anyway to get rid of that T57. It's killed by the little Jagdpanther 2 at tier 8. So his team's starting to crumble. Another shot into that Centurion. If it can stay lit, where is he? He's just out of render range. Puts a shot in anyway. I don't know if that shot hit or not. But now he's got shots on the JP2. That should be easy money if he can reload in time. It looks like the JP2 isn't going to use any cover at all. So thank you very much. 641 hit points of damage and his first kill. And without giving too much away, he's going to get more kills than that. So you can see his hit points count 4,232. At this stage of the game, you'd be thinking you're in with a pretty good chance of getting this 8,000 hit points of damage for the mission. You don't need to win or anything like that as part of the primary conditions. And the secondary condition is to get 5 kills. Looking at where the mediums have gone up the northeast part, looks like the enemy tanks are sort of starting to do a little bit of a turtle. So Napalmer's going to relocate a little bit and focus on those heavy tanks, which look like they're struggling a bit. There's a lot of enemy heavy tanks down this eastern side. Looks like a mouse Object 263, M103, one of the ISs, and I think the T95 as well. But you're not going to let that opportunity go. But he does. He just misses, or he might have. I reckon he tracked him because it looks like he stopped momentarily. Obviously fixed his tracks. The enemy grill. But the heavy line really is falling now, and so he's going to turn his attention to try and help these heavy tanks. M103. Yeah, I wouldn't have taken that shot either. Now the M103 is coming back up. Gives him the side of his turret. Thank you very much. Kill number 2, says Napalm. I'll take that, as well as another 500 odd hit points of damage. And now the Centurion's getting brave, so Napalm is wheeling that gun to reload. He's down to 626. That's kill number 3. And another 626 hit points of damage. But the TVP gets taken out of the game by that waffle. Tier 9 waffle, the one that leads to this tank, and boom, 4 kills in 4 shots. That's almost brought Napalm's side back into the game here. They're still down by 2 tanks, and they do seem to be dying at an alarming rate. Now there's a Mouse, an IS-7 and a T-95 that were all last spotted down there. It'd be a pretty hard shot to get there, trying to penetrate a T-95. But the side of the turret of a Mouse, it's definitely doable. The Mouse gets into cover. The IS-7 doesn't. The IS-7 goes out in the open. He knows he's going to get spotted soon. But I'll take the easy damage in the grill. Another 699 hit points of damage. That was enough to get spotted. But that 110 is in all sorts of trouble. He gets taken out by the Mouse. Now, Napalm could have pushed out onto him, but all that would have done was thrown his own hit points away. 4 guns down there. A couple of those guns are pretty big. The IS-7 has a bit of a loose shot at the Napalm, but he misses him. Napalm doesn't miss. 786 hit points of damage. A pretty good roll for the grill, but he is on his own. And have a look at the damage count. He's only 700 hit points short, 650 hit points short of his goal of 8,000 hit points of damage. One more shot might do it, but if you take one more shot, it might also be the death of him. So he still wants to make sure he's going to win this game. He's picked up 4 kills, 7,346 damage that was spotted, and so now he's just taking a little bit of time to let the other flank, let all these blokes who are all together, let them win that side and maybe come down, or even sit on the cap and create a bit of a distraction, try and draw these tanks back up towards the red flag. He's just sort of kicking back here. He's pretty safe unless they all push on him together, which I doubt they will. He wants to save his hit points till the end if he can. If it does turn into a bit of a brawl, you're better off being on 1,800 hit points than 800 or even less. At the moment, if he pushes forward, all 4 of those tanks will shoot him, and not much chance of all 4 of them not doing damage. If they do, that could be the end of it. So he's just kicking back here. You can see the tier 9 waffles coming back. He's only on 373 hit points. The Batchat, the baby Batchat, the tier 9 Batchat TAP, is sort of sitting back where the TDs normally sit, and the Centurion Action X, I don't know what he's doing. He's just out of render range, but he's still sitting up here on the map as well. They're not going to light anything up. Maybe they're waiting to see if the enemy tanks start pushing back. The IS-7 gets spotted by the Waffenträger. Waffenträger puts a good handy shot into him too. We still don't know where the Mouse is, the T-95 or the IS-7. We don't know if they've gone back to base or if they're continuing to push forward, and that's why Napalm is not moving forward. Well, maybe he's gone to put the kettle on, I don't know. But he doesn't want to get shot by all 4 of those guns at the same time. Waffle getting a little bit brave, I think. I don't know. I really think the mediums probably should move over here to try and see what's coming back. Centurion Action X looks like he might be doing that now, or maybe he has indicated in the chat that he's going to think about capping. So it looks like that's what he's doing. He's putting his toe on the red flag. There's only 5.5 minutes to go, so maybe that's what they're thinking. It looks like the baby Batchat might be going to join him. Napalm has given some advice in the chat. Only one cap, because they push, you screwed, which is absolutely right. So now Napalm is going to have a look around the corner. And he's found the IS-7. So the IS-7's still exactly where he was not so long ago. That looks like he fired. So Napalm has got time to aim here. The tier 9 Waffle shoots him. And Napalm picks up the kill. Kill number 5, which brings his damage up to 7-6. Still not enough for the mission. He's screaming to get off the cap. There's 5 seconds to go. One of them looks like they get hit because no one's left the cap. One of them's been hit because they're all pushing back now. So Napalm is doing exactly the right thing and using the mobility of the grill. Even though it's a tank destroyer, it's pretty quick for a tank destroyer to get up behind these tanks here. Now these two mediums tanks, they should be off the cap. They shouldn't stay there. They're not going to win by capping. These heavily armoured tanks are just going to push straight onto them. Napalm is doing the right thing. He's going to get up behind these tank destroyers. Look at the hit points. The grill's on 485. That's a one shot. The T95's the same. It looks like the grill's not looking his way. Fires clutch and misses. That would have been a very handy tank to get rid of, the T95. Maybe it's not the best tank in the world, but it takes a lot to kill. It's like a cockroach. Now that enemy grill's gone down near the water. You don't know what the mouse or the T95's doing. Whatever the T95's doing now, you can guarantee he's doing it slowly. The Napalm is just pulling back just to make sure that they can't both shoot him at the same time. The grill, anything could happen with this grill. Now, can he get the T95? I don't think he... Well, maybe. No, he bounces off the cupola. He reloads premium ammunition just to try and get himself that little bit more of an edge. 7,603 damage. 5 kills. He desperately wants the top gun, and of course he wants to see if he can get this mission. He's reloaded premium ammunition, takes another shot from the T95. This time the shot goes through. Confirms not only the top gun, but the mission. Look at that damage count, 8,064. He's still got premium ammunition loaded for the mouse. He doesn't know that the mouse isn't aiming at him. Now he's spotted, but he gets another 785 hit points of damage into that mouse. And it looks like the baby bat is cleaning him up now as Napalm waits for the reload. He wants to get another shot into this mouse. Is the mouse going to give him the side of his turret? He does, but he bounces. Pulling back. He could easily afford to take a shot from the mouse. The bat chat probably can't afford to take a shot from the mouse. He's only on 121 hit points. So, but anyway, you can't shoot both of them. Back of the turret, your beauty. Kill number 7, and an awesome game by Napalm from Anzef Clan. 8,995 hit points of damage. Have a look at that. And look at the post-game battle results. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Not surprising. That's a pretty healthy amount of damage. Bruiser and Fire for effect. High caliber. And of course the top gun for picking up 7 kills. Second page of the post-game battle results. Clearly top scored on both sides. 5 hit points short of 9,000 hit points of damage. Comfortably won the mission, Tank Destroyer Mission 15 for the Object 260, which is due at least 8,000 hit points of damage. And also the secondary condition, I don't know if you saw it, was 5 kills. He comfortably got that. So he's completed that with honour. An awesome game, Napalm. And from what I've heard, he's only got 1 or 2 missions left to go. And if he keeps playing like that, he's not going to be long until he's driving around in a brand new shiny Object 260, which looks like an absolutely awesome tank. A few other post-game stats. 20 shots fired, 19 hit. Can't complain about those. So the only shot that missed was that clutch shot that he fired at the grill towards the middle of the game. But you still got to take those shots because sometimes they hit. 15 of them did damage. So there's a few bounce shots. It's probably with the what's it called, the T95, and he bounced one on that mouse towards the end. Lost a bit of dough because he's not running with a premium account. He would have made a bit of dough, but he did fire that premium ammunition towards the end. But all in all, an awesome game in the Tier 10 German tank destroyer, the Grill 15, the new one, the one that replaced the Waffle. And with games like that, you can see that the Grill's every bit as good as the Waffle, just in different ways. An awesome replay. Thanks very much, Napalm, for the replay. I really appreciate it. I hope you've all enjoyed watching it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and see you all next time.